you. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. If you're here, you're probably dreaming of building a successful online business, making money while you sleep, and finally ditching that 9-to-5 grind. But then you hit the first big question. How do I actually start? You've likely heard the two biggest buzzwords in e-commerce, dropshipping and Amazon FBA. They both promise financial freedom, but which one is the right path for you in 2026? Which one actually puts more money in your pocket? Today, we're diving deep to settle the score once and for all. We'll break down everything from startup costs and daily workload to profit margins and long-term scalability. By the end of this video, you'll have a crystal clear idea of which model fits your budget, your goals, and your lifestyle. So, grab a notepad, because class is in session. Let's get into it. First up, let's quickly define our contenders. What is dropshipping? Imagine running an online store without ever touching a single product. You create a website, list products from a supplier, and when a customer buys something, you simply forward the order to your supplier. They then ship the product directly to your customer. Yeah, the middleman, the marketing genius, and you profit from the price difference. Your main jobs are marketing, customer service, and building a brand. You don't have to worry about inventory, packaging, or shipping. It's an incredibly popular model for beginners because the barrier to entry is super low. Now, let's talk about Amazon FBA, which stands for Fulfillment by Amazon. With this model, you find and source your own products in bulk. You then ship them to Amazon's massive warehouses. From there, Amazon handles everything else. They store your inventory. They pack the orders. They ship them out to customers often with that sweet Prime 2-day shipping, and they even handle customer service and returns. Your job is to find winning products, manage your inventory levels, and optimize your listings on the world's largest online marketplace. You're essentially leveraging Amazon's incredible logistics network to build your brand. Okay, let's get to the million-dollar question. Startup costs. This is where the two models really differ. With dropshipping, you can realistically get started with just a few $100s. Your main expenses are a Shopify plan, which is about $30 to $40 a month, a domain name for your website, maybe $15 for the year, and then your marketing budget? Since you're not buying any inventory up front, your biggest initial cost will be running ads on platforms like Facebook, TikTok, or Google to drive traffic to your store. So, it's very capital light, which is a huge draw for people just starting out. Amazon FBA, on the other hand, requires a more significant initial investment. You're buying products in bulk, so your first big check is written to your supplier. Depending on the product, this could be anywhere from $500 to several $1,000s for your first inventory order, too. Then you have to factor in shipping costs to get your products to Amazon's warehouse. You'll also have Amazon's professional seller fee, which is about $40 a month, plus potential costs for product samples, inspections, and professional product photography to make your listings stand out. Generally, a safe budget to start an FBA business is somewhere between $3,000 and $5,000. It's a bigger commitment, but as we'll see, it can come with bigger rewards. So, where does the money really come from? Let's talk profit margins. With dropshipping, because the barrier to entry is so low, competition can be fierce. You're often selling the same products as hundreds of other stores. This, combined with your main expense being advertising, typically leads to lower profit margins. A good dropshipping margin is usually in the 15% to 25% range. For every $100 in sales, you might pocket $15 to $25 after paying for the product and the ads. To make significant money, you need to sell a high volume of products. Generally, Amazon FBA generally offers higher profit margins. Since you're buying in bulk directly from a manufacturer, your cost per unit is much lower. Even after Amazon takes its cut, and, believe me, they take a healthy cut in fulfillment fees and referral fees. your margins can often land in the 25% to 40% range. So, for every $100 in sales, you could be pocketing $25 to $40. This means you don't need to sell as many units as a dropshipper to reach the same level of profit. You're playing a quality game, not just a quantity game. So, in the pure profit margin battle, FBA usually comes out on top. Now, let's compare the day-to-day grind. What does it actually feel like to run each of these businesses? A typical day for a dropshipper is very marketing focused. You're checking your ad campaigns, creating new video ads for TikTok, engaging with customers on social media, answering emails, and processing orders through your supplier's portal. A big part of your job is also handling customer service issues, like where is my order? Since shipping times from overseas suppliers can be long, this can become a significant part of your day. It's a very active, hands-on business model, especially in the beginning. Running an Amazon FBA business is a bit different. The initial phase involves a lot of research and logistics, finding a product, vetting suppliers, negotiating prices, and arranging your first shipment. But once your products are live at Amazon's warehouse, the day-to-day becomes more passive. Emma's handles the orders and shipping 24/7. Your daily tasks shift to monitoring your inventory levels to make sure you don't run out of stock, checking on your sales performance, responding to customer questions on the Amazon platform, and managing your advertising campaigns within Amazon's ecosystem. It's often described as more of a set-it-and-forget-it model compared to dropshipping. Although that's a bit of an oversimplification, it requires less daily active management once it's up and running. What about scaling? How big can these businesses get? Dropshipping can be scaled very quickly. If you find a winning product and a successful ad campaign, you can theoretically scale from $100 a day in sales to $10,000 a day just by increasing your ad spend. The sky's the limit, as long as your supplier can handle the volume. However, this type of scaling can be fragile. Your ad account could get shut down, your supplier could run out of stock, or a competitor could copy your exact product and ads. It's a model built on speed and trends. Amazon FBA scales in a more stable and methodical way. Scaling means adding more products to your brand or expanding to different Amazon marketplaces, like in Europe or Japan. Since you're building a brand on a trusted platform, you're creating a real, tangible asset in FBA business with consistent sales. History and positive reviews can be sold for a significant amount of money, often 3 to 4 times its annual profit. This exit potential is a huge advantage of the FBA model. You're not just creating a cash flow stream. You're building a sellable asset. This makes FBA a more powerful model for long-term wealth creation. So, let's bring it all together. Which one should you choose in 2026? If you are an absolute beginner, have a very limited budget, and want to learn the ropes of digital marketing and e-commerce with minimal risk, dropshipping is an incredible entry point. It will teach you how to sell online, how to run ads, and how to handle customers. It's the ultimate learn-as-you-go model. You might not get rich overnight, but the skills you learn are invaluable. 2. However, if you have a bit more capital to invest, and your goal is to build a more sustainable, long-term brand with higher profit margins and a valuable exit strategy, then Amazon FBA is likely the better choice. It requires more upfront work and investment, but the potential for passive income and building a real, sellable asset is significantly higher. You're leveraging the most powerful e-commerce machine on the planet to build your own empire. Ultimately, there is no single right answer. The best model is the one that aligns with your personal financial situation, your risk tolerance, and your long-term goals. Some people even start with dropshipping to validate a product idea and gain experience, then transition to FBA once they have a proven winner and more capital. The key is to stop just thinking about it and to start doing. Both paths can lead to success if you're willing to put in the work and learn from your mistakes. This breakdown gave you the clarity you need to make your decision. There's a world of opportunity out there in e-commerce, and your journey starts now. If you got value from this video, please hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into making money online.